Guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are having a fantastic week. Now for this particular one, I am super excited for this collection. I'm pretty sure you can see it from the title already because I'm such a big fan of animation in general as well as this beauty brand. So for the fact that they have collaborated together has made my dreams literally come true. But before we begin, you guys, you all know the drill. If you do like talking about beauty or you like me talking about beauty, then please do click on that subscribe button and join the family. So with that being said, let's jump right into this video. Just a quick disclaimer before we start this video, you guys, if you hear any background sound, it is probably my air conditioning unit because today is extremely hot, so I had to turn it on or else this room is just like a sauna. So if you hear any background sound, that is probably what it is. So with regards to this collection, this is the Shu Uemura X One Piece collection collab, you guys, and it is so beautiful. I am going to throw up some of the shots that I took of the products itself just to show you guys what I mean. And honestly, I cannot get over how it looks visually as well as how appealing the color stories are in terms of the makeup products as well. And if you guys know me, I absolutely love the color blue, so the color story here is completely up my alley. It is very on point. I myself am such a big fan of animation, and even with this one, I remember when I started watching it, they were at, you know, one of their first few episodes, and now like fast forward to the years to come, it's already at their 900th like plus episode. So this animation has been going on for a very long time, but I am so excited that they decided to collab with Shu Uemura, which is an iconic Japanese brand. So I think the pairing is very justified. And you guys, the packaging on this, oh my god, even the bag that it came in, how beautiful is this? This is the bag that it came in, and it's holographic, and you have all the members of the anime right here. Like Nami is holding a lipstick, Luffy of course is the main attraction, and then you have like a couple of logos with like the makeup products all scattered on top of them. So it's super nice, and as you can see from my face, I'm just super excited about this. So let's get down to the products, and yeah, I'm going to be applying it on my face to see how it is. So let's jump right into that. Now the first one up we're going to talk about is the iconic palette, because you guys, you need to see the packaging on this. You are going to just be so floored because I know I was. And this is the box that it comes in, you guys. It is a gold matte lamination, and then you have the Shu Uemura X One Piece. Oh my god, I just love the logo. It's so nice, isn't it? And of course you have the similar design as to what is shown on the bag as well. And in terms of the palette, this is the Wanted Treasure Box Eye Palette Grand Line. They also have another one as well, which is more of a neutral palette, but for the one that was received, this one plays more towards the color story for the collab, which is blue. So are you guys ready to see the packaging? Because let me tell you, this is next level. Ta-da! You guys, I'm so in love. Oh my god, like you can see from my face, I am super excited because it's definitely been a while since any collection in particular has really like made me this excited. But this one though, this one definitely hit the mark on all that. So as you guys can see from the packaging, this one mimics a treasure box, which is so cute. And in terms of the embossment, only the words are embossed, but the rest of it is holographic. It's like a background, and then you have that embossment in terms of the branding and that One Piece collab over here. And they also have this little tab which you can push up, and then it reveals the colors inside. I've always been very appreciative of this little tab because for me, I tend to keep pretty long nails, so for me it's really difficult to like really sink my nails in to just open up the palette. But I am very appreciative of this little tab, especially because this clasp, it is magnetic. You kind of need a little bit of a push to really get this opened. And inside here you have the 10 shades, and you have quite a generous sized mirror inside, which is highly appreciated. Now in terms of the size of this palette, you don't have to worry. This is not a big gigantic palette that's gonna like blow you away and literally feel very weighty. No, this is quite lightweight on its own, and you can hold it basically in the palm of your hand. It's not very bulky, which I like, but at the same time the packaging is quite sturdy. There doesn't seem to be any creases or anything like that when I open it up, but I do think as I use it over time, opening it up this way is going to create a little bit of a friction at the below. So this part I feel is definitely going to crease a little bit, but that depends on how often you use the palette. And for me, it's blue, probably quite often, so yeah. So inside here you have your 10 shades, and it is a good mix of matte shimmers and glitters. And in terms of the color story, I quite like this one, but this palette is more cool tone. If you were to see the other palette, that one is more of a warmer tone, so it really depends on preference on what you want. But in terms of the price point and everything, I will list it down in the description box below, so you guys can check it out there. But for this, I have to say 10 shades is a perfect fit for this palette. I don't think you need too many to play about. Seeing from here, I would have honestly preferred maybe just one more matte shade, because the only matte shade that I'm seeing here is this one, and for me, I think it's going to be a little bit difficult because, you know, it's lighter than my skin tone, but we'll make it work. So in terms to that, we have the palette. So now I am basically going to apply these on my eyes, and then we're going to see how the pigment payoff is. I'm going to be going in with the darkest blue shade over here, and I'm just basically going to line my eyes with it. I am of course going to blend it out much later, but I'm thinking of kind of layering the shadows on top of one another, so it creates like this gradual effect, because we have a lot of shimmer shades to play with, so I'm going to kind of build on that. So the one thing that I really like about Shu Uemura shadows is that they are extremely pigmented. I honestly didn't have to work in the shadows so much because they blended out really nicely, and the color payoff was really nice. So you can see this is the dark blue shade, but one thing that I'm noticing about this, there looks to be specks of glitter in it, but when you apply it on, it really doesn't show that much. It's more of the color, so just something to take note. Now that we have that color down, I kind of want to build on that blue shade because, you know, color story and all that. So I'm going to be taking this blue shade and applying it on the lid. Now I already have the blue shade down. I will definitely be blending it out much later on, so just trust the process. But in terms of the next shade, I'm going to be using this particular one. Now this one looks like a monochrome shift because in the pan, it does look more of a gray purple tone, but when I look at it sideways, it looks more of a pink shade. So this is going to be spectacular if I were to layer it on top of the blue and then work my way upwards. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, I gotta say that looks stunning. And if anything, it kind of made that blue shimmer look more pearlescent, so I like it. Now for the final shade, I'm going to be using the one shade that I was so geared to use, which is this one. Now this one is clearly a glitter shade, but it's more of a chunky visible glitter. So I'm actually quite curious to see how this is going to go on, because I worked with chunky glitters in the past and it tends to be a lot of fallout, but let's hope that's not the case with this one, and let's apply it. Okay guys, so one thing I would say about this shade, it is absolutely beautiful, but there is a little bit of a fallout in terms of the more bigger, chunkier glitters. So as you guys can see, if I were to tilt my head like left and right, you can see little specks on my cheek, which is honestly not bothering me as much as I thought it would, so it's okay. But in terms of the finish though, it's kind of like gold foil when you stick it on top of a surface, you know, that kind of finish, and it kind of reflects the light in a very different manner, which is actually really nice. And I think paired up with the blues, like the darker one, which I amped up a little bit of the color here, definitely worth layering the shades on because this finish is stunning. Now I'm quickly going to do my bottom lash line. That's going to take like maybe 5 minutes, so I'm going to do that off camera, and then I will be back and we can go through more of the products. Okay guys, so I am done with the eyes, and I decided to add the lashes on for a more completed look because I do want to move ahead and talk about the other products in the collection as well. But in terms to this palette, you guys, I have to say that this is such an A+ for me because the shadows here are immaculate, and not only that, but that monochrome shift though, I think that's what's giving this particular eye look that dimension. The finish is just beautiful, and I think this palette is stunning. Now obviously I haven't tried out the warmer tone palette in this collection, but if the shadows do perform as well as this one does, I actually think I'm gonna get it because this is such a beautiful finish, and I honestly just love the results. So in terms of this collab with One Piece, Shu Uemura actually put out an eyelash color, and I'm so stoked with this because I actually use their eyelash colors, and it's one of the best, most comfortable, and it doesn't make me flinch because, you know, my natural lashes are kind of like sparse, so I don't want something that like literally like makes me think like, oh my god, it's gonna touch my eye and stuff like that. But this one is really comfortable. I've used their eyelash colors in the past and they do really well for me. And this one is a gold eyelash color, and it even comes with like this little pirate logo here that says Shu Uemura X one piece at the back. Now this one has a very nice grip. I feel like when I cinch it down you can really feel it, so that's really nice. And it also has a little band at the edge here for the comfort of the lash too. Now the collection for One Piece has also come out with their Hard Formula Eyebrow Pencil. They have two shades with this, which is the black and brown, and in terms of the design it looks like this. Now there's also a highlighter in this range if I'm not mistaken, but it's okay, I can always play around with the palette and create my own highlighter with this. So I'm going to be quickly doing that, and then we're going to move on to the lipsticks. Now for this one, you guys, Shu Uemura has put out a whole range. I think there are 2 variations to this, and there are 9 shades in total. Now I only have 2 here with me, which, you know, understandably they have the logo of Nami and a Luffy in it, and obviously I'm going to be applying on one of the shades that goes according to the eye looks here. But in terms of the formulation, these are the Rouge Unlimited Matte. So these are matte formulation, you guys, and in terms of if you want to apply on matte lipsticks, you might want to go in with a gentle balm just to give that hint of moisture, because I honestly have not tried this particular formulation out, so I don't know if it's going to be drying in any case, but just in case, I'm going to coat my lips with a little bit of a balm, and then we're going to be applying it on. Okay, so we have the balm on now, and I'm going to try and make this as true to color as I possibly can because my lips are quite pigmented on its own. So I'm going to take any excess foundation that I have here on my sponge and just dab it onto the lips. So both of these are pretty much red orange lipsticks, so this is going to be interesting to see which one suits with that, because this is cool tone, so warm tone here might be a little bit of a contrast. But for Luffy's design, this one we have it in orange pistol, and then for Nami's design we have it in crimson charge. Now looking at these 2 shades side by side, I have to say that I prefer a slightly deeper tone just to pair up with this look, so I'm going to be going in with Luffy's color, which is in orange pistol. Okay guys, I will say this lipstick is pigmented, and honestly I don't take to orange shades all that well, but this one looks so good. And I honestly don't really feel the matte element of it. I understand the finish, but there is a hydrating aspect to this that makes it very comfortable on the lips, so I really do like that. It doesn't feel sticky. It has a rather, I wouldn't say thin formulation. This one is more of a thicker formulation, kind of like a whipped smooth kind of formulation. That's how I feel it goes on the lips. It's pretty comfortable to wear, and the pigmentation, as you guys can see, the payoff is immense. So that is basically it in terms of the makeup portion, but I also do want to mention that for this particular collection, Shu Uemura and One Piece has decided to come together and create a design for their cleansing oils. Now if you guys don't know, Shu Uemura's cleansing oils are just top notch, okay? It is one of their best sellers, and even I use it. I have it in various ranges. Of course, you want to try each and every one of them out to see which one suits to you more. And in terms of this, they've also come up with their own design for their cleansing oils, and you guys are going to flip because it is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Now this particular cleansing oil is the Sublime Beauty Cleansing Oil. All of this of course is limited edition, as well as this bottle, but obviously you can always buy it in a bigger size, but I'm not exactly sure if it does come with the design as well. Not too sure, but this one definitely does, and I'm loving this bottle. So much so that my husband actually told me to get one more because he's such a big fan of One Piece as well. So I'm going to be grabbing another one of this for him because I know he loves his anime and One Piece. So alright you guys, that is basically it of what I have with me from the Shu Uemura X One Piece collab. They do have a couple of products that I didn't mention here on their site. So I'll leave a link below to their official website where you can check out the entire collection as well. There was also something in there that was very intriguing to me, and that was their foundation brush. It came in like this little nook, and according to what I saw online, a lot of people were saying like, oh my gosh, it is so soft, it is so pretty. And knowing from what I've tried from this collection, I have to say I'm very intrigued because the products are just absolutely beautiful. So yeah, I actually might go to the store and pick that one up as well. So if you guys want to go and get this collection, you can. It's available at their boutiques and online, so definitely check it out. But in terms to everything else, if you guys have any questions for me, please do leave it in the comment section below. But in terms, you guys, that is basically it for today's video. I really hope that you all enjoyed it, and if you did like this video, please do leave a thumbs up and subscribe, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you guys will get notified whenever I upload a new video. As for now, you guys, I hope you all have a great week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.